Hello everybody, I'm back. And my boobs, well girl, they'll be sagging, okay? You know, they'll be sagging, they're getting ready to sag down to my knees. Anyway, hello everyone, I'm back. You missed me, I know you missed me. Did you miss me? I know I haven't made a video in a few days. Oh, I did make some videos. Oh yes, I did. But then, you know, I didn't like them. So I deleted them. And that's what I do. Often. I do that. Anyway, I did. And a couple videos. But Sunday was football. It was really loud in my house. It was Super Bowl. Monday, I was feeling like crap, girl. Oh my God. And anyways, today is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. And I thought I was going to get some mail, but my fabulous mailman, Lester, I guess he left my box in a truck because it said out for delivery, but Lester didn't deliver it. So hopefully I get those boxes tomorrow. I was going to start my pick my stash, shop my stash, picking up my makeup. We will be naming it something. It's going to be on the title. I don't know which title it's going to be, but you know before I know. So no, I'll know before you know. But anyway, you know, I don't know right now what it's going to be, but last week I had asked for some titles for this video, and you girls, let me tell you something, you never disappoint, you never fail. You gave me amazing titles, so I'll pick one of them. And I was going to pick this all out and start with it already picked out, and then I'm like, girl, you know, if I do that and there's something really good here, people be saying, girl, you lying. You didn't pick out your stuff. So anyway, I'm going to pick it out now, okay? First, we're going to start with the primer, and she is going to be, ooh, my fab, my First Aid Beauty Coconut Primer, one of my favorites. I like her. Yeah, and I've done this video. I think I started it twice since Sunday, and it just didn't make it. Well, yesterday when I was trying to make this video, it got interrupted. We had a school parent-teacher interview, and by the time that was over, it was like, girl, I'm done. Anyway, foundation is It Cosmetics with Skincare. You see, if I had to pick these here out, just by these first two, because I love them, if I had to pick this out already, you know, somebody like, girl, you lying, because those are your favorites. Anyway, this is concealer. So let's see. How are you? How you doing? How's your week? NARS Vanilla! Oh, my gentle Lord. I don't have very many concealers left in there, that's for sure. I like NARS Vanilla. Okay, we got bronzers. So how's your week going? Who are you? Oh, PF Butter Bronzer. Oh, Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I haven't used that in a while. I like that one. Yeah, what's new? What are you waiting on in the mail? You know, what did you get this month? What did you cancel this month? Blush. Phase 0, making moves. Okay. A couple more left. Highlight. I'm trying to do it as fast as I can, everybody. Estate Lit. Didn't I already use this one? Didn't I already use this one in the beginning? Estate. I'm going to have to go back and look in my book, but I swear I think maybe it was Estate Do Me I used in the beginning. Now I'm going to use Lit. And second last, we have, oh, they're all stuck. Fenty True Neutrals. Yay. And for mascara, this is a good week. This is a good week. We have Dior Curl. Okay, so that's the makeup that I am going to be trying on all week. Just give me a second. I'll round all that up, and then we're going to start this video 4 minutes in. Unbelievable. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I got all my things. Fenty, Estate, the foundation, concealer, mascara, primer, which I have 2 bottles. So hopefully I get to use this now that it's Wednesday. I got the blush and the bronzers right there. All right, so which one has less in it? I think this one has less in it, so I'll use this one first. Try to get rid of it. So hi, how you doing? How's your week been? I am waiting on, which I'm hoping to get tomorrow in the mail, my Tribe Beauty Box. that is processed in Mississauga. So I'm hoping to wake up tomorrow morning and see that it's been in York and it's processed at York and out for delivery to me. The box that I was supposed to get today is my January Look Fantastic box. And my February Look Fantastic box is processed in Mississauga. So hopefully they both come tomorrow. If they both come tomorrow, they'll look fantastic. I'll most likely do my tribe video tomorrow, and then for Friday, I'll do the both of the Look Fantastics because I'm not expecting any really thing in the mail this week other than, well, I was going to say we might get Topbox. Maybe. All depends on when they shipped that out, right? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen and unicorns, last week when I made this video, I had asked a couple of things. What should I name this video? Because Shop My Stash was confusing somebody. They were like, how is this a Shop My Stash video? Because I didn't go through my stash. But I did that and showed you how I did it the first video I made at the new year. So I'm like, okay, all right, girl. I guess I'll call it something different. And I also asked, what are you doing now that, you know, we can't do anything? What are you doing to make up your time? And where would you like to go? As soon as this crackiness is over, where do you want to go? And Lisa, where is that video? Ipsy, show my stash. I think I called it, I don't know what to call this. That's what I think I called the video. I don't know what to call this video. Beauty. Sunday, whatchamacallit. There it is. Okay, I got it. Sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. So, okay, we're going to start primers on. I love this foundation. Love it. I am debating, really debating. I want to get the new Shiseido Radiant Foundation. I think it's like 60 bucks, but you can get it at Shoppers. So I'm trying to build up my points. I really want to get that and try it. I like the Shiseido that I have, but it's like a natural finish. So now that they come out with the same Synchro Fresh one, really want to try this Radiant Foundation because I freaking love a Radiant Foundation. And I like Shiseido, right? So I'm waiting to build up my points. That one's not wet. This one is. I'm waiting to build up my points so I could get that for, you know, at least 20 bucks, you know. If not free, then at least 20 bucks. And I'm debating on that Sigma Beauty palette at the Bay. The Cor de la Rosa one. And I guarantee you, if I go back in today and look at it, it's probably sold out. Because it said it had limited quantities. And I've been waiting because I signed up for the Bay newsletter, waiting to get my $10 off coupon. And that was on Saturday. It's Wednesday now. So I'm like, okay, maybe they're not sending it to me, right? So I don't know. I was debating on that because the Bay has a payment plan. And I don't know if that's a good thing for me. I don't know. Because, you know, the Bay's got some pretty cool stuff, right? It's got all those brands that's really expensive. You know what I mean? But I'm like, hey, we can go on a payment plan and I can get all this really expensive stuff on a payment plan and pay like $20 every 2 weeks. You know. Anyway, back to the story. I'm silly today, everybody. I haven't been in front of the camera. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I just want to read some of the comments. So Miss Jeanne said a good title for this video would be Lucky Makeup for the Week. Thank you, Miss Jeanne. Miss Barb. Hello, Miss Barb. Miss Barb has a YouTube channel. It's called Barb's Unboxings, right? Barb's Unboxings and Hauls. She's going to start, I think, making videos again. She stopped because Miss Barb, she's lovely. She's a foster mom. And with COVID and with her kids being all home, she had to stop. I can't imagine how she does. She had like 6 kids, I think, at one point. I don't know how Miss Barb does it. So anyways, go follow her on YouTube. Miss Barb said, now to ask the question about where do you want to go as soon as this is over. Like, I can't wait to go to the States. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait. I don't care if I'm going to Buffalo, New York. Like, you know, across the border, you know, at Niagara Falls, right? Because it's closest, you know. I just can't wait. It's amazing. Isn't it amazing? This other country is literally, you know, a step. It's a step. And it's there. You're in another country and they have all these stores and all this fast food and all these restaurants that we don't have here in Canada. Ah, blows my mind. So Barb said that a couple of years ago, her and her husband took a trip, just her and her husband, and they went through California, Oregon, Montana, Nevada, a shopping trip, just her and her husband, and she can't wait to do that again. And she went for like 8 days, and I'm like, oh, doesn't that sound like a dream, especially if you have children? Doesn't it sound dreamy? So I'm like, Miss Barb, I hope you get to do that again. And, you know, now that my kids are a little bit older too, we can probably do that again. But I don't know. I'm kind of like, because Ian's always saying, the next trip we go on, it's just the two of us, right? And I say to Ian, listen, they're going to be out of the house in a couple of years. They're not gonna come travel with us. But yes, I think it's a good thing when a couple gets to go on a trip by themselves, you know, and just rejuvenate the love. Wouldn't that be nice? A nice little Valentine's Day gift if we were allowed to travel. You know, it would be lovely. So, Miss Barb, I hope you get to go on your trip again, my darling. Okay. Then we have Nicoletti, and she said, Lisa's Look, Lottery, and Gab Fest. That's really good, Nicoletti. And Nicoletti said in her spare time, she crochets, paints, and reads books. And then she also watches her grandson. Never, ever, ever tried crocheting. Knitting, I did. My mom was an avid knitter when I was a kid. She would legit, like, people would come to the door with their bag of wool and the Mary Maxim, what do you call that? Directions. Do you know what I'm talking about, right? I'm looking for that word. You know that word? Mary Maxim. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, that's my brain, guys. My brain freezes on things, and it's just, I can't do anything about it. Like, I literally forgot that word. That's how my brain works, and it's embarrassing when it happens. Thank God, you know, Ian loves me for it. But that word is gone from my brain right now. The Mary Maxim. Like, I keep on thinking recipe in my head, but it's not recipe. Directions, but not directions. Oh, I hate it when that happens. It's so embarrassing. But that's my brain. I forget words. Isn't that crazy? You guys know what I'm talking about. But they would drop off the bag of wool, and they're, oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. The Mary Maxim thing. The book. Oh my God. And she literally would make a sweater in a day. Like, extra large men's winter sweater. Mom would make it in a day. She, like, oh my God, it was crazy watching her knit. She'd be doing all kinds of stuff and not even looking at the pattern. Was it the pattern? Is that what I'm looking for? The Mary Maxim pattern? Oh God. Anyway, I have no idea. I mean, I would knit like a little scarf for my Barbie doll or something like that when I was a kid. Miss Amanda said when this is over, she can't wait to go to visit her mom and Bali or Belize. And she also said, how about makeup roulette or weekly beauty roulette? Ooh, that sounds interesting. Miss Andrea said, how about pick my stash and chit chat? I like that. I like that one, Miss Andrea. Pick my stash and chit chat. Teresa said, other than makeup, she does her own acrylic nails. Wow. My niece got a new acrylic nail set too. I guess where you do the gel nails and stuff. I've never had that. I don't think, maybe if I had gel nails once in my life. I don't usually go get my nails done. I only started doing my nails since COVID. I never, if you look at my videos 2 years ago, my nails were never done, girl. It was half nail polish, half off. It was only until COVID that I did my nails. So that's pretty cool. She started working out, and as soon as the world goes back to normal, Miss Teresa is going to go visit her mom and dad on Vancouver Island. It's 16 hours away. Wow. Yeah, my mom My mom usually comes here to visit because it's so much cheaper for all of us to go back home. So she can't wait. Usually she comes up once a year. If she's lucky, she gets to come twice. But usually she comes once a year. And she's just like, every now and then Mom will cry and she's all in tears and stuff. I miss you guys. I want to come up. That is like, no, Mom, you can't. You know, you have to be safe. Hold on. I should have paused for that. I didn't. Miss Sylvie said, weekly beauty picks. Oh, that's good ones. Lisa's weekly beauty picks. And you enjoy when I pick the stuff out of the bags. Oh, thank you, Miss Sylvie. Martine said I can call it Shop My the Lisa's weekly makeup. Kimberly said when this is over and she's got her vaccine, she's on the first plane out of this berg. She's going to Europe and Iceland. Good for you. I want to go to the States. That's my first place where I want to go. I don't care if it's for the weekend. I want to go to the States. I want to go to Ulta. Yeah, it's got to be related to makeup, right? I want to go to Ulta. I want to eat in all them fast food restaurants that I haven't eaten in yet, or the ones that I do like. God. For people who live in the States watching this video, you guys have so much that we don't have. Like, so much that we don't have. You're so lucky. Speaking of which, Miss Jen Button, she lives in Michigan. She said Michigan is nice too. Yes, Miss Button, I'm telling you, we drove past Michigan. Never really, I don't know much about Michigan. I know on the way to like Georgia or down south, we drive past Michigan. But I'm sure it's gorgeous in the summertime, you know. When we usually take our trips, it's usually in the winter time. Because, I mean, Michigan is just as cold as Toronto. Right, Miss Button? Right, Jen? We all here living in the cold, right, up north. She can't wait for weekends to get away to Boston, Indiana. She misses her mom. Miss Janet said she's been learning to crochet. Oh, another one learning to crochet. And you're attempting an Afghan. Wow, girl. You ran out of wool, you ordered more, and you're hoping it shows up. Did it show up, Miss Janet, your wool? Have you gotten it yet? I need a brush. Not that brush. I don't know what Madison and Ian are doing, but one of them is screaming. Did you hear? Trying false nails, every kind, and now nail wraps. What is a nail wrap? I had somebody send me a message saying that they have, was it nail wraps? I'm assuming, or skin wraps or something, on Instagram asking if I wanted some more information. And I'm like, girl, is this free? You know, are you just randomly send me a message and it's going to be here, buy this, and it's a MLM company or something? Or is this free and you want me to try it? So I didn't really get back to her, but I don't know what a nail wrap is. What is that? What is a nail wrap? Oh my God, 18 minutes. And Miss Jen Button also said Lisa's product pick and play. That's a good one too, Miss Jen Button. I missed something up here. Miss Kimberly said she's doing a lot of crafting and sewing. And you got a Cricut. I don't know what that is. I don't know what a Cricut is. Watching a lot of YouTube and reading. You're still working full-time just at home. And you go to a part-time job once or twice a week. But other than that, you're home. Yeah, same here. Nothing really changed here. Oh, I gotta tell you, I woke up this morning and on my left foot, up by my toe, it's blue, right? It almost looks like a bruise, but it's not a bruise. It looks like a broken blood vessel on my foot. I'm gonna leave a picture right here. What is that? I didn't bump my foot. I know I didn't bump my foot, so I don't know what this is. Go in there. What is it? Do you guys know? Like, I just find that weird, and I'm going, okay, now I got... It looks like a blood vessel to me. I mean, am I falling apart? Is it a broken blood vessel? And, I mean, is it really serious? Should I call the doctor? It doesn't hurt or anything, and I literally just noticed it when I woke up this morning. And I tell you, like, Monday and Tuesday, my body's been dead, right? I'm just, you know, thinking that's lack of sleep. I'm a little bit more perkier today. I think I had like 8 hours sleep, so I'm good, you know. But I haven't been sleeping that well, so I don't know. I woke up with this morning, and I'm a little bit freaked out because I never seen something like that before. So yeah, let me know. Should I call the doctor, or will it go away? It doesn't hurt. Yeah, so yeah, that's that on that. Anyway, oh my goodness, so much has been going on in social media. First thing, okay, like Ryan Adams, I don't know his name, Shane Dawson's fiance, Ryan somebody. Do you know his butt was trending on Twitter? Trending on Twitter, and I'm like, people are complaining that his butt is trending on Twitter, but they're sharing that his butt's trending. Shane took a picture of him bending over trying to toot, right? And last year or something like that, and it started trending again. And I'm going, why though? Why do people find that necessary to be retweeting that stuff? You know, and then other people complaining that it's trending again, and Shane's just trying to, you know, get, I don't know, be relevant or something. And I'm like, people, really people. And also, I hear a lot of talk about this documentary about Britney Spears. Now, I haven't seen the documentary. Have you guys? Because I think it was done on some kind of a station that we don't have. At least I don't think we have it here in Canada. I wouldn't even know where to look for it. But if you guys have seen that seen the Chummy Digger, what do you think about it? Like I haven't seen clips or anything, but I heard people talking about it. And you know, it just made me think of, first of all, my heart goes out to her. You know what I mean? She got everything taken away from her, you know. And I guess we don't realize how hard, even for children, because she was a child, a teen, you know, star, right? I don't think we think about them mentally. I think we do now, but I know definitely with the 80s stars and the 70s kids, celebrity stars on TV and singers and stuff like that, nobody thought about their well-being, you know? And when it came to some of these parents, it was all about the money. Like, some of them had made out good. Some of them had great parents, like Mandy Moore. Her parents really took care of her, you know, made sure that she was in a good place, right? You know, but then we have, I mean, in the 80s, I don't think there are many kids that we knew of growing up today that, one, are alive. Not many. You know, a lot of them had overdosed or killed themselves, you know, or have made it in the show business as they got older. You know what I'm saying? Like, they weren't taken care of well at all. I think it's different today. There's a lot more child laws and stuff. I mean, I don't even want to say 70s and 80s, because I remember hearing stories about how Shirley Temple was treated, you know, and that was back in, what, the 30s? Something like that, you know, or Dorothy Hamill. Was that? No. What was her name? The girl who played Dorothy on The Wizard of Oz. Oh, God, I can't remember her name, but, you know, like, up until, I would say, probably the 90s, child stars didn't really have a lot of rights. Like, you know what I mean? They were push to work, and everything was yes, you know. A lot of the parents weren't really on their child's side, kind of thing. You know, some of these kids, like, I mean, some of them are not alive. Like, you remember that movie, Stand By Me? How many of those children that were in that movie are still alive? One, maybe two, you know? So watching this on Britney Spears, like, oh, my heart just went out to her. And then to have every human right almost taken away from her. You know, like, the girl can't call a cab, can't order food. You know, it's all, she's got to ask somebody. Do you know what I mean? It's sad. It's so sad. But yet, all of this stuff, they're saying that she's, or her father is saying that she's not mentally equipped enough to take care of herself, but yet she goes out and performs these shows amazingly, is a judge on singing shows. Like, she can work. she can work no problem. All that hard work, all that training, you know what I mean? No, she can do all of that where the money comes, but she can't do anything else. So, yeah, that was heartbreaking. That's Fenty. So, and I know I've been watching, like, or seeing a lot of it since I've been on social media of Free Britney, Free Britney. So this has been ongoing for a long time, like a lot of her fans, you know. So I think there's a lawsuit now where she's trying to get her rights back. And I think like maybe at one point she was stressed out, you know, and she had a breakdown. I mean, the poor girl she went through a lot. And we as a society, nobody looked out for her. She was on her own. You know, nobody looked out for her. We as a society, I mean, we allowed her, a child, being asked such rude questions by a male reporter and the paparazzi, the things they asked her at 16 and 15. If somebody asked my kid that, I'd smack them, like, get away from my daughter, you know? But when you look back on it, why did we as women, even back then, why did we see this stuff and not say anything, not do anything? Like, we're appalled at it now, but why weren't we back then? You know, we're still women. You know, that part of us haven't changed, right? Like, we should be standing up for all females all around the world. You know, what? Because she was pretty? Because she was rich and famous? Because she didn't have a financial care in the world? And I think that we lose that sometimes when we see celebrities who do rather well for themselves go through something, and as non-celebrities, someone who's working week to week and getting, you know, living off a paycheck week to week, I think sometimes, you know, we just go, oh, well, they're not on our level. They don't have emotions. You know, they have no right to complain. They signed up for this. This is their life. They like this, so they got to take what comes with it. You know, but really, people's privacy being invaded, isn't that a human basic right to have your own privacy? Why are we okay with it? You know? And I think what started the change in people about how, like, paparazzi treat celebrities, or even about how we think of them, I think what started that, because it's been ongoing for years, right? Since there was TV and movies, I think what changed for a lot of people and our perspective of, well, they're famous and they're rich and they never have a care in the world, so they're not human. Why are they suffering? They have nothing to cry about, you know, being mistreated, people treating them like they're just a piece of money, you know, their opinions were never valid. Nobody was taking care of them, and it was okay for so many years, you know, for decades. I think what made that change in all of us was when Lady Di got killed, you know, because of the paparazzi and what they put her through. And I think that started a conversation and maybe started to change the minds of people in the world. Like, the other day I seen a picture. Ben Affleck was giving the paparazzi the finger. Like, he literally walked out his door to pick up coffee that his Uber dropped off, or Uber Eats, or whatever they use in the States. And, like, just waking up out of bed. Hair was disheveled, you know, grumpy face. Like, I would have, like, don't talk to me in the morning until I'm awake for an hour. Literally. I look, you don't want to see me when I walk out of bed in the morning, okay? It takes me an hour to wake up. Literally 2 cups of tea, an hour, and I can concentrate, right? And somebody took a picture of him, and he gave him the finger. Like, flip you, man. You know, what are you doing here? Why do you need a picture of me coming out of my house at 8 o'clock in the morning, just waking up, looking disheveled? Like, is that going to sell your magazines? Why do we go and buy it? Do you know what I'm saying? I think at some point we started to change the way we think of celebrities, and it shouldn't just be some, it should be all, you know? Because I know a lot of people get upset by seeing that picture. Like, man, leave the guy alone. He's just trying to live. You know what I mean? And I think that all started with Lady Di when she died in that car crash. I mean, I'll never forget where I was. Never forget where I was. I remember it was a Saturday night, and I was downtown at a bar in Toronto, me and my friend Lisa. It was called Limelight. And we left the bar and we had to pee. So we stopped into the fire station down on Adelaide to go pee. And when the firefighters was watching it on TV, it just happened. And he's like, oh my God, Lady Di just died. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, who's next? I remember myself saying, oh my God, who's going to be next? Mother Teresa. And not long after, Mother Teresa passed away. I'll never forget that. But we just stood there stunned, you know, and they were showing like what happened. And I think that probably started the change in a lot of us. I mean, good humans, you know, as going, okay, this has got to stop. Like, these people they're human too. They got money. They can do what they want in the world when it comes to finances and stuff like that. But remember, it is lonely up there on the top. So for as much money as, like, say, some of these beauty gurus have, rich, you know, even if they flaunt it, good for you. If you come from nothing, and you made your way to the top with your hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, you know, and you want to show that you just bought yourself a new purse or a new car or a new house, good for you, you know, good for you. You worked your darn butt off for it. Good for you, right? I'd show it off too, you know. But we got to remember something. As much as they have in materials and money in the bank, it's lonely at the top. So I think when it comes down to it, if you're at the top and you can't trust anyone, you know, you can't. And I know we've seen it in the beauty world and outside of the beauty world. We've seen it where, you know, you think you can trust a friend and turns around, they're selling a story, you know, or a family member, right? So in some aspects, we are so much more richer than some of these people because we have community. We have people we love. We have people we trust. You know, we might not have the millions in the bank, but we got something a lot better. We're not alone. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, you know, when you die, you can't take none of that stuff with you, right? You know, when you die, you want the legacy of you to, you know, live on. And our legacies, we're not rich superstars or anything like that. Our legacy will pass on through our children and our children's children. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, I think it's sad that we as a society allowed our young people to be treated that way. And for generations, not just putting the blame on us, our age. This is for generations, you know. And I'm happy to see that if we see now a 16-year-old girl on an interview being asked some of the questions that Britney Spears got asked when she was 16. I'm glad that we know that if that happened now, I mean, that reporter would be fired. You know what I mean? Because we wouldn't stand for it. It's just sad. It's sad that we as a society could have changed or saved so many of those young actors and actresses' lives, you know, back in the 80s and the 90s and the 70s, you know, and the 60s. It's crazy the world we live in and how we think of other human beings. You know what I mean? Or how we believe the rumors that goes around about some of these human beings without documented proof, like calling other people some of the worst things that, hey, if you ever got convicted of, your life is in jail, and you see people on social media saying, this person is such and such. This person is a such and such, you know? And it's like, do you realize what you're saying? You know? Like, have the proof, girl, have the proof. Anyway, that's my video, and I will see you tomorrow. I hope you're having a great day. Don't forget to like. Bye, everybody.